right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Nana, episode 28. The spice in this show just keeps rising, and it's too much, and I love it and don't stop. But also, like, you know, I want these characters to be happy, and I'm optimistic, but at the same time, there are things that need to be done. Can't just be, like, glossed over.
Right.
Like, Nana actually break things off with Takumi, you know?
Yeah, we have ourselves a story where we are so invested in their story, these characters' story, that we are both wishing for horrible things and all of the best things in the world upon them.
Indeed.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's just jump right into this. Yeah. The moon? So, yeah. Wow. Sure. Sure. Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
何眠たいこと言ってんだよ、ハーゲ。つまり売りゃいいんだろ。全然余裕。さっさと契約書用意するようにカーノに言っとけよ。わかった？返事は？眠くてハゲそう。風呂入って寝よ。
あちこさんが戻られるのを待たなくていいんですか？
戻らねえよ。賭けは私の勝ちだ。
でもあちこさん彼氏が。
ノブさんのアパートが使えないとなると、僕も今夜親元に帰るか。
親元？
Oh, wait.
ごめんね、連絡遅くなって。元気だよ。これから行くね。
Wait.
またね、ミサトちゃん。
お帰りですか？ワインは？
待て、シン。
Yeah.
Yeah.
誰だ、涼子って。
Yeah.
育ての親だよ。
嘘つけ。お前には女親はいねえはずだ。
Shit.
なんで知ってるの？
素性知られたくねえなら、偽名名乗るぐらいの。
Fuck.
今は誰にもフルネームで名乗ったりしてないよ。
Son, we need to talk.
勝手にいろいろ調べられたりしたら不愉快だからね。
だったら、あんま心配かけるようなことはすんな。
Okay.
でも、お前はまだ15のガキだ。レコード会社と契約するには、保護者のサインが必要なんだよ。
That is a good point.
会いたくねえんなら、俺が行ってもらってきてやる。
Yeah.
頼りにしてるよ、やっさん。
Okay.
So then who's Ryoko?
Just a dummy name, an excuse.
俺ももう帰るわ。
Yeah.
悪いね。仕事溜まってっから。
いえ、美里は構いませんけど、それは賭けの負けを認めたということですか？
I didn't lose the bet.
のにいいんでしょうか？っていうか、ノブはそれでいいんですか？
さあね。
Yep.
微妙な状況なんですね。すいません。これ以上詮索しないように。
美里ちゃんは夏休みいっぱいこっちにいるんだろ。ご両親は何も言わないの？
はい、ご心配には及びません。
一つ詮索していい？
何ですか？
上原美里。
Ah.
内緒です。
Okay.
Cool. Yep.
Yada yada does it.
Yeah, where is she? Poster.
For a festival?
Oh, fireworks. Oh. Yeah. I want to hold your hand, though. Actually, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, shatter me. What?
I love. This is great. Way to go.
Yes.
冗談で泣くなよ。
私匠とは別れるから。私本当は匠とのこと誰にも知られたくなかった。そしたら何もなかったふりして、ノブの彼女になれた。
Yeah.
そんなずるいことばっかりいっぱいか。
Right, yeah. She's shattering it, yeah.
幻滅した。
Yep.
いや、嬉しいけど。やめて、その泣き顔でじっと見んの。
I just...
理性が吹っ飛ぶから。俺にはお前を力ずくで奪うなんてやっぱりできねえよ。
We're talking about it.
真似事はさせたくない。
Yeah.
お前絶対俺と匠の板挟みで苦しむから。お前優しいし情に脆いから別にずるいなんて思わねえよ。お前が匠に惹かれんのはしょうがねえと思ってるし、俺は多分どう頑張っても匠には勝てねえから。
そんなことないよ。私は。
でもお前がそれでもあいつと別れて俺の女になるって言うんなら、俺は意地でもお前を幸せにしてやる。
Whoa.
And we get this tune.
Whoa. Now he's trying to become the idealistic man. In a lot of ways, yeah.
Nice. I like that he added that sort of the feelings, right? You know, the.
Also, he's giving her so much agency here.
Yep.
Yes, honestly.
This is so wonderful.
Oh.
お一人ですか？あれ、しんちゃんとヤスは？あ、すでにお帰りに。何それ、こんなにいっぱい買い出ししてきたのに。すいません。それは次の打ち上げに回しましょう。それよりノブは？あ、下まで送ってくれたんだけど、明日バイトもあるし、今日はもう帰るって。そうですか。やっぱり何か。今日はもう開きだね。私も明日朝からバイトだし、先にお風呂入っていい？あ、今ナナさんが。
入ってくると思った。なんとかしろよ、その覗き趣味。
Voyeuristic tendencies.
Yep. Immediately jumps in. Yeah.
中まで入ってくんな。何考えてんだてめえ。
I need to talk to you about so many things.
なと風呂入る趣味はねえよ。
男となら入るの？
普通そうだろ。
Yeah.
逆だよ。
No, it is.
人間の女ならまだしも散歩帰りのメス犬だし。
待ってナナ、聞いて、実はノブが。
Yeah.
All right. Tell me everything.
ここがどうかした？
Yeah. Feigning disinterest. I'm literally drinking tea.
一緒に花火大会に行こうって。
Wow, you skipped all the way to the end.
同学生かの男扱いね。ついてんのかよ。
とりあえず賭けは安の。
Yeah. Yasu won.
Yeah.
お見通しです。ナナに話すのは。
Right. No, I get that.
Nice.
Yeah.
ナナは私と匠を合わせてくれて、うまくいくようにあんなに応援してくれてたのに。
You don't feel like you owe Nana anything about the Takumi relationship.
She takes it down.
Yeah.
さよならを言うのは電話にしよう。
Over the phone.
あの高いあの人の傷つく姿なんて私は見たくない。
Okay.
That's the reason why.
なんかここ数日うちのマンションやぶかが張り付いててうざいんだけど。
匠んとこもなんだ俺だけ有名人みたいで喜んでたのに。
喜ぶな。
やぶか
Yeah, the paparazzi.
ってことはうちにも来てんのか。やべえな。
お前の血だ。
あ、そっか。レントコ今女いるんだっけ。
すっぱ抜かれる前に女を帰らせろ。お前のスキャンダルは一番困る。
別にいいんじゃない。本庄連熱愛発覚。
Ugh.
くもかゆくもないよね。むしろ素敵。
表出るときは身だしなみに気をつけるよう言っとくわ。
There you go.
ところで僕たちはいつになったらやぶかの松をお家に帰れるの。
帰ればうちのバンドはお前がいなくても大丈夫
Damn.
Ouch.
Oh.
All right, yeah, and then they're all
Right
present
here.
when it happens.
Can you talk to you? Can you call me anytime? Sorry to bother you when you're busy. Oh. Immediately.
Immediate callback. Oh shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna be angry.
すぐに反応してくれなくて。
No, but I think there's a part of me that's right here in that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Damn.
Ah, shit. Oh no. Okay, then just
Okay. He can tell something's up.
uh-huh. Oh no, don't use this as an excuse to not tell him. Don't use it.
Ah! Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
当然のように責任放棄されて。
Yep.
何この人。人としてどうなの。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
何謝ってんの私。
I like that she's seeing this though.
Right, and that's where she was.
もう切るね。
Ah, shit.
また時間できたら連絡するから。
しなくていい。っていうかもうしてこないで。
Oh!
Oh!
さよなら。言ってやった。
I mean, he did call her having a baby an inconvenience. Like, fuck. You did that.
Uh-huh. Way to go.
And he's like, wait, did...
なんか怒っちゃったよなら。
ナナ。ああ、ハチコか。そりゃ怒るわお前。
Ah!
先でもできた。ビビらせんなよ煩わしい。何がデリケートだ。デリカシーのかけら。
困るんだから言っといてやらねえと。一番困るのは本人なんだし。
そう思うんならきっちり明るい家族計画をすることだな。
人のこと言えんのかよお前。
俺は困らん。
Yeah, he is actually.
ピルなど飲みやがって暗い女め。
十分自己中じゃねえか。
Hmm. Oh, well, okay.
かけ直しても来ないし。
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, in a lot of ways it's because he doesn't really get it.
私。なんでこんな。
Oh, she feels so free. She feels elated.
Yeah, yeah, but also it's the...
恋が冷めた気分。
Yeah.
違う。
Right.
Poster's gone, yep.
Nope. Right.
Right, you're stretching.
Because it's not... It
Feel-
wasn't just Takumi. It was from long before Takumi.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Way to go.
Holy shit. Yes,
王子
yes.
様って感じじゃないかも。でもまあ私的に。
びっくりした。
ごめんね仕事中にナナに教えてもらったのバイト先。 ノブってレコード屋でバイトしてたんだね。そういや部屋にもレコードいっぱいあるもんね。
いや、ここは
Ah, very, very part-time.
バイトとかいろいろ。
Oh, cool.
ちなみに今日は何時上がり？
9時だけど。
じゃあそれまで隣のカフェで待っとく。
He's like,
よく
wait.
よく考えてみると、私ノブについて知らないことがまだ意外とたくさんあるかも。
Sure.
Yeah.
もっとちゃんと全部知っときたい。
She's so cute.
Yeah.
でもきっと血液型は A だな。なんか根が真面目だし。ダメだ。なんだか落ち着かない。お疲れ様。
さすなって。
Anything?
Hachiは
今夜は帰れないかも。
She's not coming back
メー
today.
ルがまた彼氏のところでしょうか。
でも今日は夜中まで撮影のはず。
Oh my gosh.
She didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Wow. That was there's so much win.
Hey, do you know how to make meat and potato stew? It's like, yeah, actually. Okay, well then, fuck yeah, let's make food together. Oh yeah.
This episode was so sweet and adorable and like just like a nice relaxing breath
Fresh air.
of fresh air
Yep.
after all the
You're out
craziness of the previous episode.
Yeah, you're out
Then
of
also-
the slumber. Nana.
Yeah.
Hachi. Like that's such a fun way to describe it. Like anybody who's been through a relationship where you're like, oh, that was I shouldn't have done that, and then you get out of it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, thank goodness. Oh, that feels so much better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've been there. Oh my god.
This show did a wonderful job of portraying that. Like,
Just Hachi's feelings and
Yeah,
everything. I
uh-huh.
understood them so well here. And then also just the way in which she's like, oh, wait, shit, I can't do this over the phone. And then he says something.
and
that's
she's
just
like,
so...
no, I can. I
Wait,
absolutely
yeah,
can."
exactly. It's the idea that he's like, he's such a piece of shit.
Uh-huh.
And that it's like, it's so casual. In a weird way, there's no malice to it.
No.
It's so indifferent.
Yeah, it's
even so much more like, I don't care about you at all.
Right,
You are an inconvenience to me.
that this is
Oh my
inconsideration
God.
as its finest,
Yeah.
finest, right?
Yeah.
Because it's because people oftentimes think of inconsiderate as being like actively rude or something.
Right,
Which
right.
I mean, yeah, those two can, but
Sure.
it's the no. In the most literal sense, it is a lack of consideration.
I do not consider you.
That's just how it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's why in a lot of ways you can tell who, loves who because of the ways in which they show that
Yeah, that
active
affection
little bit
and
of of just
attention.
consideration.
Sure. Yeah.
Just the idea that you favor their well-being.
Which, taken to the broader context,
Yes.
given that this show is ultimately about Nana and Nana, that is the ultimate way that it's being shown all along the way, right?
Right.
They're constantly then considering the other person, right?
Thinking about each other.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's a wonderful way to bring things back to what is effectively the main couple in this show, while at the same time not taking away
Yeah.
from the fact that awesome.
Right, because
there's
they're going through a cold patch right now because Nana decided to go and move
Yeah.
out and live with Ren, basically.
right, and so
for a
they're
little
learning
bit.
their own independence, basically. You know, of like, oh, okay, yeah, because we, we're interdependent, or we were like in that situation for a long time. And
Dependency. Now
Yeah.
we're going into independence so that we can eventually come back to interdependence. Right.
Right.
So, Okay, Nana, you've now realized the situation. Good.
Way to go.
Okay, Yasu realized the situation a little bit more with Shin, but also kind of making the ultimatum of like, hey, you're a minor. You need to get your dad to sign off on this.
I can take care of that for you.
I can do that for you, but you need to basically get ready because things are about to change.
And have some level of open and honest communication with me of how you want this to go.
Because I'll just let you know when that signature goes off, we're gonna know who you really are. Like that's
yeah.
And I like that he kind of checked with Misato to be like, hey, is that your real name? And she's like, shh. And it's like, right, okay, so even she's got her shit more together than Shin, and as far as this goes.
Right.
He's like, I really don't understand women.
Which makes a lot of sense, because if she's the one that would be like on the forums and stuff for like the van pages and things like that, granted, this is early on in the internet.
2001, so there would not be forums necessarily.
Sure, but like there's something that just feels right about that, of like the super fan is the one that knows how to be like the, you know.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, they know the privacy thing, right? Like.
But okay. Nobu and Hachi are together.
Yeah.
They're not only just together, they're actively, physically seeing each other now. So,
yeah, things are moving along very quickly because, let's just pretend it's been a year.
I also really like that whole idea of the time dilation of the emotions that were gone through here.
Oh, sure.
Is that she's liked him for a while. He's liked her for a while.
Yep.
But the act of when that moment happened with Takumi back then and Nobuo, that was kind of the moment where she was like, fuck, I wish I was with Nobuo right now, but I don't have the strength to
break things off
with Takumi right now because one, he just blindsided me. Two, oh God, I don't have the capacity for the fallout of what could happen if I did this right now, or even within the context of this situation. So she got her break. Right. Thankfully, Takumi is not around enough to actually like have there be
make it particularly complicated.
Right, and make it be particularly complicated. So the idea that she's like, I'm gonna do it because Nobuo is giving her the dream that she's wanted of someone that actually desires every bit of her, but also will
respect her and give her space
okay. I'm not going that angle.
Okay.
The idea of, in some ways, being the one that can play the prince archetype that she's always imagined in her head.
Sure.
But she is mature enough to realize that he's not that prince, if that makes sense.
Right. He's
got short blonde hair. He's not actually the type that she thinks of when she thinks of her sexual fantasies and stuff.
Sure. But he's wanting to put that foot forward, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So she reciprocates and they have their lovely night.
That starts with something as simple as, do you know how to make meat and potato stew? Like that is such a like single guy like, hey, basic food. Do you know how to do that? Okay,
Can you
cool.
put these two ingredients in a pot
and have it not catch on fire? Like fantastic. That'd be really great.
Mean, I don't know how broke poor Nobuo is, but I think that as they've been starting to get more successful, I think he has the appliances in order to make the stew.
Sure.
I think he has access to the ingredients as well. So my man can't be bothered to go to the store and just buy a basic cookbook to save his life.
Yeah, and but what I love about this, so in a normal situation, I would be like, okay, this could potentially be problematic because then it's like, oh, he's just wanting someone to cook for him or something. No.
Or it's just they're in a high school type relationship where there's not a lot of
but from the other angle, because he is from the he was closer to the other ditch of I was having trouble seeing her actual self because I idealized her, but I also wouldn't I put myself down because I thought that I had to be the perfect person, the idealistic person. I had to commute with Takumi and all that stuff. This is actually showing that vulnerability of that would actually be really cool if you could make meat and potato stew. That's something that's just very basic like that, where they can then be like, okay, cool, let's fumble and bumble around together.
Right.
And
we don't have to wait another day.
Yeah.
I loved the well then I'll wait another day, because she's not doing this as some cunning tactic to make him want to reach out for her. She's genuinely like, shit, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine with me. I'll do it. I'll wait. And then he's
and-
like, wait, this is kind of arbitrary, isn't it? Why
Yeah.
don't we just figure it out?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And which
And
is
she loves that because he's like, he's initiating. He's also showing that vulnerability. And to her vulnerability is saying, I'm horrible for making you just jump into this immediately. So I will express my distaste with myself and I'll do the thing. I'll make the sacrifice.
Right.
And he's like, wait, why are we sacrificing?
But
What?
also because one of the problems that she's had in the past is
Mm.
the way in which she would prioritize her own desires and not be considerate of her potential partner.
Right.
And so having that point of being like yes, okay, I know this is something I struggle with. So yeah, all right. I'll back off. I'll do the thing. And then it's like, oh, that's gotcha. It's that much of a thing for you. Okay, let's just
pretend it's been a year.
yeah.
That's adorable. That's adorable.
Super sweet.
I can see all the problems down the road in their relationship.
And I'm so
but
not
they're-
worried.
They're gonna figure it out for at least the short term.
Exactly. And
The main problems are gonna come from the band, and I'm ready for those, and it's gonna be good. But
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun,
And it's gonna add extra little bits of spice
Oh,
when it
yeah.
comes to the rivalry between the bands. Given that like Takumi doesn't realize that he's been broken up with yet.
Nope.
Like
And he's too self-focused to actually be like,
Sure.
so Reira, Hachi, she said this to me. What does that mean?
No,
Like,
yeah.
What did I say that was wrong?
I imagine
Like, I like that Ren was right there to be like, bruh, I could hear you. Like,
yeah, and then he
I
just
know-
like says his words right back to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I could totally see Takumi being like, oh yeah, work's really busy right now. Don't call me again. And then like 2 months later, he's like, hey, you up? Like,
did I fucking stutter?
yeah,
Comes
yeah,
from
exactly,
Hachi.
right? And then she just shows that to Nobu. He's like, and then it's like, okay,
You know, it'd be really cool. He calls her. The number you have reached is no longer in service. Please hang up and try again.
yeah,
And he's like, wait. And she had changed her number and stuff like
sure,
that.
yeah.
The really sucky thing is that he knows where she lives, though. But can you
For
imagine?
now.
Well, no, but can you imagine he shows up there and he's upset and our
Nobu.
Nana is there
Oh,
and she's like, do you want to make this a legal issue? Like, do you want to get serious, you fucking dumbass? Do you want a real scandal on your hand?
Yeah. She picks up her phone. And she's like, "New station. Hey, Takumi is at this location, and he's covered
He's
in
accosting.
No,
he's accosting a
He's
woman.
He's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a real shiner, over his right eye. Oh, okay. Wait, what? No, I don't.
Boom. Yeah.
But this is great. I love how like in the middle of all the crazy just
Yes.
drama and spice and everything, it's the okay. All right, we
Let's
can
make time for.
like
Yeah.
I was able to take a breath,
Right,
not because the relationship was over, but because
Right,
now it's all right, that is a level of spice that is now like
Just simmered.
yeah. It's going to be replaced with sweet, and
It's
now-
going to fade into the background.
and
There's
like
gonna be a breath of it on the air.
yeah, I didn't realize I would come into this show like holding my
Yes.
breath of like,
Yes.
oh God, what's gonna happen? And now it's like, all right,
Okay.
let's go.
Wonderful stuff.
Wonderful stuff. But I hope that this relationship lasts a while. Similar to what you're saying, I think I can see the ways in which it's not going to work out, and yet I think it's going to end pretty amicably, all things considered.
Yeah.
You know?
In some ways, this will be her best relationship she's ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, great because in a lot of ways, I really feel for Nana or Hachi in that she's had a decent amount of relationships that were all shitty. Like
Yeah.
obviously she's had
The best relationship she had ended up with cheating.
and if that was the best one, like that was, because obviously she's had her past and stuff and things where she had that really scary moment with the married guy and stuff. But
In
also-
addition to just the long list of other
yes,
people.
with all that long list, I'm sure there was some in there that weren't that that shit
Sure.
and stuff. But it's just the thing of where I understand so much the way in which she's second guessing herself and freaking out that she's going to screw it up. And the way in which that overanalyzing part of her brain that is actually thinking very long and hard about all these little things ends up exacerbating her emotions and her feelings about this to where she can't bring what's in here out because it's just too chaotic. It's too much to where she doesn't feel like she'll be able to control it. There's an element I've seen with a lot of people. This is something I think most people have in some small level, but it's just the ways in which it can paralyze a person, is the idea of, okay, you do a thing. That thing shows your emotions specifically. You know, you yell really loudly, you're frustrated, you're upset, you're angry, or whatever. But then you immediately go in your head and go, oh shit, now everyone's going to think that I'm a frustrated, upset, angry person. And
God
it's
damn
like,
it.
And it's like...
And then you get frustrated, angry, upset. with yourself.
Right. But it's the idea, then you go, yes. So?
Yeah. Acceptance, Zen.
Right.
Wax
it's
on,
the,
wax off.
It's the idea that in a lot of ways, people will spend 3 or 4, 10 times the amount of effort trying to undo the natural responses of people going, yeah, you messed up. Or you did something that was kind of dumb. Or you did something that was like, kind of shocking or whatever. So? Again, it's the thing of where it's so frustrating to me to see this kind of thinking be like, but what will they think about me? What will they think if I'm like,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also in a week or in 2 hours, they don't care. Like the people that mind don't matter, and the people that don't matter don't mind, you know, or whatever the the thing is with that.
Right.
I forget what the actual like.
The people that matter don't mind, and the people that mind don't matter.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Right, and even the people that mind, they won't be thinking about this.
They won't mind that long.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, Takumi probably thought about it for all of like 60 seconds.
Yeah.
You know,
it's okay. So this is a weird.
I'm feeling a lot of stuff that's about to come up here.
The idea that when you think like this, what you're revealing is actually how selfish you are. Because you're basically
everybody
saying,
must be thinking about me.
Everything is how they think about me with regards to this. And it's like there are other people involved here. And also the perspectives that they have might end up getting internalized about how they might have forced you into that situation.
Sure.
Because they have their own problems that cause them to think like that.
Yeah.
But it's really wild how much you can free yourself from all this anxiety and stress if you realize that people don't think about you that much.
They really don't.
They really don't. So the idea that when you do something that's kind of a dumb thing, if they already like you, like Nobu, for instance, the idea of you being this person that is, he's got under some illusion in that regard. The way he worded it of, well, I can't stop loving you, so who cares? Just shatter my illusion then. He basically communicated the point of this whole thing that I'm getting at here is that you can't really do much to change his opinion. Well, at least the things that you're freaking out about are not the kinds of things that are going to change his opinion of you.
Exactly.
In a lot of ways, there's something really powerful in that we as people not just attach ourselves with our love, but we almost like acquire with our love. There's kind of this feeling of where it's like, but you're in my territory.
Yeah, it's the Nana flaw that we saw, like Nana not Hachi kind of flaw that we saw earlier that hasn't been as present recently, but probably because she's fixed things with Ren, where it was I need to have all these people near me.
Yes.
You know, in that sort of like kind of possessive
right
angle.
But also like you maybe put up with stuff because you're like, I'd rather them be near me than me pushing them away because of me dealing with their dumbass whatever nonsense, you know?
Right. They give me the warm fuzzies in a way that I feel I need, so
right.
Yeah.
In the same way that when Hachi was dealing with all of her other shit, she was still gonna help her because it's
Right.
like, well, I really value her as a person here, so I'm gonna deal with all these sacrifices here. Hachi has this belief that people aren't willing to actually sacrifice that much for the people that they care about.
Right, which is where the unfortunate aspects of things like her
Yeah.
putting the food away kind of come from. It's
Yes.
not the hey, you're in the middle of an awesome thing. Great. That's wonderful. You don't even worry about
go,
this.
yeah.
You go, you have
Yeah.
a great time. But it's that the part there is a part of that also comes from her own self-esteem issues.
Yeah, and experiences.
So, right, and experiences, right. It's built because of things that have happened to her and by her and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So then having that's why it means so much that then Nana, when she sees that next morning, it's all right, I'm gonna immediately go around and be like, hey, here's some stuff that Nana had, right?
Exactly.
Like that Nana made. We're gonna all eat it and enjoy it and then also do the celebration, right? Because it's addressing that aspect of it, right? It's
Right.
The fact that you did the thing, awesome. That's wonderful. Way to go, right? That's a very,
Still hasn't thanked her for it yet. It's one of those things that because of the ways in which the story has kind of pushed that around and stuff, she's trying to thank her by being less vulnerable.
Yeah,
by
it's
kind of avoiding the direct interaction
Right.
there because she's feeling that little bit of disconnect in their relationship dynamic too.
it's the when she tells her that it's about Nobuo, then Nana's like, all right, she sits back down, but she doesn't. She feigns disinterest because it's the okay, I'll listen. When in reality, it's the oh shit, no, I really want to know what happened.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
I
Gonna,
don't want to be vulnerable.
I'm not going to show that, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And that's a fun dynamic to have for these characters who, one, would sacrifice anything for the people around her, and the other one feels like she can't ask anybody else to sacrifice anything for her when she literally builds her relationships by sacrificing things for those other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she's afraid of being rejected by them.
And that's where this relationship with Nobuo is going to be really sweet because they're both going to complement each other wonderfully in that regard. In other regards,
they'll
that'll
have to
become
work through
more
some stuff.
important as time goes on.
Yep.
Maybe not so much, but that's where they will still end up. This relationship will be a good thing, even in the long run after they've broken up. They will do a lot of growing together, and it'll be wonderful.
It's almost like, in terms of life, when you are seeking validation from other people, you are setting yourself up to be disappointed.
Yeah.
If you seek validation without, you will be without validation. That's
Yeah, I mean,
that's
and
just
you
the
might
way
get
it
it
works.
sometimes, but not all the time. And
Yep.
what do you do then?
All right.
Yeah.
So it's exciting and fun to see Hachi be put into a situation where it might be a little bit easier to get validated as a person.
Sure.
Because Hachi, you're all right. You're all right, girl.
Yep.
Like all these characters are fucked up and
In their own different ways.
and dealing with shit and stuff like that. But Hachi, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. In some ways, your puppy dog kind of dramatics have enough vulnerability in them, enough real in them, that everyone's understanding. Like, no, we know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
We get it.
The detail of Nobuo playing into those jokes.
Yes.
When because he's trying
the
to
evil demon lord.
yeah, right. Like he's trying to help to put her at ease and everything, and be like, hey, no, I can know about the less idealized or the sillier sides of you or whatever.
the cunning sides or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly, and that can totally be fine.
I don't even see you that way. Like,
But of course, because she's so self-critical, it ends up being a joke that doesn't land because then she actively is like, oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. He's like, okay,
that's actually an area.
sorry,
Right.
Attempted a joke that didn't work. Okay,
That's actually
not
an
what I'm
area
talking about,
specifically for me. I am very sensitive towards as well. I have like very certain things that I'm like, don't joke about those. Like, we've got plenty of material right here. You don't have to go specifically and be my mental emotional health therapist and be like, we're going to bring up these things. Like, I do that. I get that help professionally. I don't need that from you. Like you see what you know what I mean, right? Like,
kind of like, yeah. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like.
But
I don't
no,
know.
what Nana's doing of the like, I'm gonna joke about the things that like you're the most sensitive about, for the sake of being like, it's okay.
Right.
And it's like, it's in some ways saying, haha, the process that you're going through is trivialized, you know, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That's where I think I actually identify a little bit with Nana in this
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, like I get it. Haha, it's funny because it's not happening to me. But if I was not in that situation, I'd be like, cool, great joke. Let's move on. Like I'm working on that. I know.
Yeah. And you know, yeah.
Right. Another great way to say it is that everything in context, everything in its timing.
Right, and you don't.
I think you can be in that situation where it's totally cool to joke about that stuff. But I think Nana just went through the whole, oh my gosh, we now have all this stuff here.
Yeah.
So let's just figure out where we're at emotionally. You don't need to put me through the ringer again by making me second guess it as like. He's 99% joking, right? Right? You know?
Right, and in a lot of ways, the fact that you were able to be vulnerable about the, actual genuine concern that caused.
Right.
That's good for him because that's part of the dispelling the illusion. Because he probably just saw it as no, this is just a fun thing, and then it's oh, no, that is actually a very sensitive thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Good to know. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah. Oh man, I am
Fun
so excited
stuff.
for them.
This
But
is
yeah, they went
sweet.
into the bath together, and weren't able to talk about it.
Not really.
No.
But I do love that as soon as it's like, oh wait, Nana's in there, just goes in, immediately strips and jumps in.
And she's like, I knew you wouldn't be able to hold yourself back. I mean, a human woman, but no, since this puppy dog just jumped in here after her walk.
Their little bits of banter was great, and like the difference in like the, you know, what, we're both women, so you know it's totally normal. It's like no, if you were a dude, it's normal. Wait, what? You know, like the difference in like perspectives on like sex and all of that stuff, just sort of coming out in the banter and everything. It's great.
I love it too. Yeah.
But
all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So you have any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.